There we go. Okay, we're back. Part 2. You guys are done at the bathhouse. You're clean. You're squeaky. Well, mostly. Um, you have your stuff back. You've paid. You got some temporary hit points. You've had a short rest. It is probably around. Well, it's dark. It's dark now, or at least it's dusk. Like the sun's gone down, but it might still be a little bit light in the sky a little bit. It's not like pitch black. Lanterns are starting to be lit in some of the streets. You have, I don't know, an hour and a half before before the curfew sets in. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
Back to the Thundering Lizard, I think.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go.
Yep.
I think.
Okay.
Eat food. I'm gonna draw a pattern for a tattoo.
Do you want to? I guess I don't know. Which way do you want to go? Back through the fish market and across through the Red Bazaar, or do you want to go south and around like past Kyra's and the dye works and up?
Oh, let's go by Kyra's. That way we can ask about Undril.
Sure. So you're gonna head south, southwest. It's actually
Over the
east.
river.
It's actually northeast.
Plus, Aelin, if you ever want to mail some stuff, Kyra's is great.
Oh, good to know.
All right. Making your way as you pass by the warehouse, the Northside Market Textile House that houses your ancient portal. A light rain starts coming down this evening, drizzling down. It seems to be quiet. You don't see anybody still watching this building. There's nobody around. You don't see anybody up on the roofs or anything. Most people seem to have cleared out this area of town, given that it's starting to rain and it's the sun's mostly disappeared beyond the horizon. And it's not long before you find yourself next to or entering the Octopus Fountain. This aged granite fountain, a meager trickle of water, very old, older than the surrounding buildings. And as you're walking by, Blackwind and Quillen will notice as you enter this square from the northwestern side. You notice that the fountain starts flowing more rapidly as you're entering the square, and it catches your attention, not so much because it seems completely unusual, maybe the rain is causing some of the pipes to swell up, but when the water suddenly lurches out of the fountain in a large ball of water and splashes to the ground in your general direction, you realize the jig is up. You also will see, moving from the sidelines from some of the outlying alleys, you see figures in the darkness closing in on you.
Yes, the jig is up.
The jig is up.
Is my mace buzzing?
Yeah, your mace goes off.
I pull it out.
Nobody's surprised. The mace of warning, plus you guys saw this even when they were out of the range of the mace. So nobody is surprised, but definitely you see a handful of people coming from different directions heading towards you with lethal intent in their eyes.
These are Sekolahs?
I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative, please.
Who decided it was a good idea to walk by these fountains?
I did.
I think there's usually a fountain that we walk by no matter which way we go.
I swear to God, I'm pretty sure every single initiative I've rolled has been in like the low single digits.
You dropped it too. You have advantage, even, man.
I know. That's my point. That's my point. It's like I know I don't have a bonus, but advantage should at least count for something. Come on.
You're like, this thing vibrates all the time. I just stopped listening to it.
While you guys are rolling,
We're done rolling, Corey.
Oh, we're done.
while you're getting ready and getting those initiatives rolled for me,
But they're ready. Silence.
Every time we go to the bath. Every time.
It's the only reason why I came to the bathroom. I'm like, I'm ready for a fight.
I know. I didn't take off my gear. I knew it was going to happen.
let's see, what's your normal marching order here? We got Donaquin, so Quillen and Aelin up front. Okay, Archie, yeah, okay. Let me put you guys on the map roughly like that. And then I'll share the map with you in a sec. Sorry, takes me a moment to get you on the map. Hey man, another fight with no Gerald.
At least we're close, though. You could call him.
We'd only have to fight for what, 20 to 40 rounds.
Get double time. Is it raining?
It is.
It is.
It's raining Sekolah.
What?
Hallelujah.
Oh no, it's doing it again.
I did not prepare for this.
Dawn maps.
Dawn maps.
The map is huge.
Sorry, I'm almost ready.
All good. Ravioli's delicious.
Quite good.
What is the difference between ravioli and pierogies?
Ravioli is meat filled.
Oh, not.
No,
Not
well,
this
it doesn't have to
No.
be meat filled.
Isn't the pasta and pierogies like a potato mixture?
No, but it's potatoes inside.
All right.
Pierogies are a dumpling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be partly to do with the style, I guess. Because ravioli is usually that pillow shape, right?
Uh-huh.
And then a pierogi is usually like a folded.
They're basically the same.
They're more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Basically the same type of basic
Thing,
pasta.
penne and spaghetti are the same.
yeah,
I mean, like pierogies
pasta.
have more
a
filling
fat spaghetti.
as well.
All right, there's a button I can do to do it all at once. Oh, there we go.
Oh, they're flashing in and out of reality.
Yeah, you see several Sekolah worshippers rushing out from corners of buildings, alleyways, and then, of course, the water itself lurching out of the fountain in the middle. You also can spot, those of you who are looking, as we move into the first round, which is Jonah, you will notice as well, because they're not being subtle about it, there are some up on some of the surrounding rooftops as well, at the edge of this street leading into this square. Jonah, you are the first to react to this goings-ons.
Alright, I am going to target the water elemental. Well, I'm targeting a square, but only around the water elemental. I'm just going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
I was just gonna say that, Andre.
Cast. Evidently,
fire.
I wasn't targeting them.
Try again. Oh, that's a fail. That's a big old fail.
Big old whale.
This water splashing up out of the fountain suddenly glows with what color is your fairy fire? I can't remember.
Elf.
It's a
Elf.
bio.
with this elfin glow.
Exactly, that worked.
Did you say Alf?
Elfin.
Elf.
Like, oh, Alf. Right. Like the
Wants cat.
Yeah,
alien
like
from-
Melmac,
from
yeah.
Melmac. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've seen this glow in seaweed and stuff before.
Yeah, biolum. Yeah, that'd be great. It'll be a bioluminescent. Ain't disappearing in the water.
Yeah,
Um,
you can clearly see the outline of this amorphous form.
Now I'll pass the turn.
Aelin, you're up next.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point, activate the astral arms, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I run over that guy. I'm skirting around the water.
I was just gonna
elemental.
say he can. Let me just check this thing's reach.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have a reach of 10.
No, you're good.
If it does, then yeah, okay.
You're good. So you sprint
and
down
I
towards
will-
this guy. This guy, he kind of like braces as you clear the distance to him.
Yeah, and I will attack. Actually, I don't even need to move that close. But I will. Oops, why is that? What? Am I targeting myself?
Attacks.
How was I targeting myself?
Do you attack yourself?
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but look at the combat tracker. I'm not targeting myself.
But hey, you
Well,
you missed.
You missed
So you're
yourself.
good.
Good job.
You're good.
I'm gonna just target myself and then untarget myself.
You can clear all friendly targets too. Clear
Hmm.
targets and
And this is your arms, right? It's
Yeah.
What kind of damage is this? Force. Okay.
Force
yeah,
damage.
Cool.
he's forcing his
Yeah.
fist down their throat.
This guy, he looks like the guy that was outside the bathhouse. I don't know if Alan saw that guy. That Baz like demolished.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody but Baz saw that guy.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
that guy.
I just lay into him twice and I just say, you guys are really never gonna learn, are you?
It's his turn. He kind of like reels back from these rapid blows against him, and then he says to you in Chultan. So, Aelin can't understand this, can he?
Nope.
But some of the others can.
Is there actually like does it speak Chultan or when you hit the Chultan language?
Says that. Some of you understand it. And then he will.
Dare to show your face, and with one of your just spoilers, you mock us with every present.
It's a disappointment.
Poorly. Poorly.
So the big
Donna
open
quit.
Wrong campaign.
big
Wrong
open
D&D game.
screens are exclamation marks.
Why is Donegan yelling that at everybody?
Oh, shit! Sorry, I forgot it was his turn. I'm sorry. he does something as well. He's not just talking.
That's it. That was his turn.
He will
Took too long.
he will unleash Thunder Wave. Kaboom! Ah, shit.
He'll try.
He'll try. He'll fail. Does it do half damage?
It might, and I
think
just don't get
so.
pushed.
On a failed save, you take. On success save, you take half, but are not pushed away. He. Yeah. You will take 10 points. Would have been 25.
Yeah.
Why did it only go to 10? Oh, because some of it was absorbed.
10 hit points. Yeah. I had 2 temporary hit points.
Yeah. So you take 12 points of damage. 2 is absorbed. The rest hits you. Another one rushes out from the north.
Rush from the north. Why is it funny every time?
To there. I can't get you all. No, I was gonna do it that way, but he'll do it this way. He'll move here, and then he fires off a cone. Whoa, that's not a cone. Yeah, he'll do it. He'll fire off a cone there. So Archie, Donaquin, and Blackwind. I was gonna do it straight and do Archie, Quillen, and Blackwind, but makes sense that you'll target Donaquin with this.
We get +2, right? Because we're within.
Yeah.
We're by Quillen.
He hates you.
But everyone loves turtles. That's
Right.
why I made my guy a turtle.
Oops.
I'm not
Pew.
spoiler.
Oof, that was horrible.
+2.
+2.
Archie
I put mine on.
succeed. Blackwind fails. Donaquin succeeds. Archie, why didn't you put the +2 on?
I didn't know how.
You
Put
just
it in.
click. You literally
the
just
+2.
click the +2 at the bottom left before the.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Now you're gonna take extra damage, and I'm gonna have to heal you.
I can heal me. I'm perfect. So
Yeah, he
I
runs
can
forward,
heal.
and then he just kind of like inhales, and then exhales, and this big blast of, we'll say cold damage blasts out. I think it's cold damage. It says untyped. Nobody has resistance anyways, right? So, not very good. Some of it's absorbed. Wow, I rolled pretty shitty on that.
I fixed my hit points. So should I take half on that, right?
Yeah,
Or nothing?
you should take half.
Okay, and it was 10, so 5 from my temporary. So there.
Man, I wish he'd use that on me.
I'm really glad he rolled badly. I'm so afraid.
This one on the roof runs over. Makes a dexterity check. Pops to the ground. 5, 10, 15. Runs to there. And he will stab at you with this long spear that he has. At Aelin, but he misses! This guy emerges from the bushes. Ha ha!
You'll never see it coming.
Imagine if they had been hiding in the bushes and we didn't come this way.
Come here.
Um,
Wait, guys.
Stab it at Archie.
Hold on. Okay. How long has it been since we were going to the place earlier on? The Toomey place.
The refuse pit.
The refuse pit.
That
Since
was
we were
around,
on our way to the pit.
That was around like 1 or 2, I think.
Well, I don't know. It matters.
No.
When did you
It
cast
matters.
it? Hold on, hey, when did you cast it? When you were on your way
While
to the
we
pit?
were on our way to the pit, but after we exited, we found the tracks. I casted it right before we went down
Into the refuse pit?
into the pit.
Before noon.
That
It was about noon when we
It-
went down.
It was noon when you got there. I said it was 20 minutes down the tunnels till you got to the start of the tomb, and it was noon when you got there. Your mage armor's down.
I was gonna say that.
Because
I remember it.
It's late enough now. It's like 7. It's like 7:30, and it would have been. So it would have been like between 11 and 11:30, somewhere around there. You would have cast it.
Okay.
How long does your mage armor last?
8 hours.
Oh,
Right as he's swinging, it goes.
I
Which means I
didn't
can't
realize
shield
that, but yeah. So you don't have.
Well,
the
I was
+3
gonna ask
reflection.
on my turn because so far it hadn't mattered.
Yeah.
But I can't. If it was up, I could shield that, but it is not. I can't.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not. It's been too long. So that
told the
hits
guy on
you.
the phone. I told the guy, wait 1 minute. Okay, now.
Stabs you for 8 points piercing, partially absorbed. This guy runs out and stabs at Aelin, missing. Aelin's invincible.
I mean, I hope so.
Water elemental.
Runs away in fear.
Yeah.
Nope.
Are you sure?
How big is this guy? 4?
Excuse me, that's occupied.
Yeah, he uses Whelm, just kind of
Bye.
crashes out right on top of Archie and Donaquin, absorbing you in its square.
Thought this
Would have
place
really
liked,
been nice to have gone and gotten that Misty Step spell.
I thought this place liked.
That you wouldn't have had time to copy into your spellbook.
No,
You
I
just had a
have to
scroll
copy
of?
it right there. I wouldn't have to scroll. I have to copy it immediately.
How long
but
does it take to copy it?
but can you prepare it?
Then we wouldn't have been
That's
here.
true.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to prepare it.
That's true.
So
Lisa, we're staying
Archie,
sevens. It's in sevens.
Archie and Donaquin, I'm just for ease of targeting, I'm gonna move you guys here, but you're actually underneath them.
Good thing we're not underneath them. That seems terrible.
You guys are both whelmed, not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed. You're just whelmed.
Whelmed.
You're just whelming around.
Doesn't sound so bad.
So that means you are both grappled by it.
Okay.
So dead.
You are both restrained by it as it crushes you to the ground. And you both take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into you and rolls over the two of you.
Jesus.
Dear God.
2 medium, yeah, it can do up to 2 medium creatures at one time or 1 large. So that's its turn. Blackwind.
I move through there and around.
Circle around him. Okay. Oh, let me get rid of that pointer. Green body. Oh, God.
So, Hunter's Mark.
Can't understand what anybody's saying.
What's
going on?
Ribbon Jabba.
I said the other thing out loud.
Is that? Looks like I'm giving that right. I think. I'm going to attack that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And damage.
Oh!
Give me
You
that
tear him
scream.
a new one.
I want that scream. I will use my second attack against him. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
The dice are carrying over from last session.
Oh boy. There's gonna be a red mist.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Oh, those damage dice.
Good lord.
You remember when
One
when
off. One off.
Gorthax was helicoptered? That's what just happened to this guy. Just slashes him,
Jesus.
destroying him utterly. Maybe chop a limb off. I don't know. He is
I don't even know if he had time to scream.
probably
fi-
not.
5 points off of max damage there.
Yeah. And then
Close your eyes.
my Hordebreaker attack
Yeah,
goes
it's-
through and attacks the guy behind him.
Oh yeah, Hordebreaker.
I saw numbers flying everywhere there. Oh, that was just a red mist.
Jonah, don't look.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty heavily wounds the guy behind him, dude.
Surprising attack. Yeah. I yelled that out loud too, by the way, that whole scream for me.
Yeah, I didn't understand it though.
But they did.
This guy runs up to Aelin, and he will attempt to shove you. Make an opposed strength.
Ooh, I get to do that with my wisdom because
shit.
of the arms. And I'm not trained in athletics, so I'll just roll a medicine check.
Okay. he runs up to you, he's like, "Ah, get away from him!" in Chalton. You can't understand him. And just kind of runs up to you, goes, "Ugh," and just like ricochets off of you. As you're just like, uh-huh. Archie, you are grappled and restrained. Let me just read this here. Elemental at the start of the elemental's turn. Okay, so you don't do anything. Creature. So you can use. Okay, so you're unable to breathe, so you can't cast spells that have somatic, unless you can breathe water. Starting a creature. Okay, so you can use your action to make a strength check to try to move yourself out. No, you can't. You're restrained. Is there no way out of this?
that there's no way.
Yeah,
There's-
wouldn't that? How does restrain stop you from doing that action?
Because it can't move.
No,
You're
no,
not
no,
moving. You're using an action.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah, sorry. It doesn't actually say the creature that's grappled and restrained can do anything. It says a creature within 5 feet can pull a creature object out by making a strength check. It says nothing that the creature being restrained can break out. There's literally nothing in there in the ability that says you can break out yourself. All it says is a creature within 5 feet can pull you out. I feel like that's an oversight. Does anyone else feel like that's an oversight?
I don't know. That's the
Like,
it's.
Can you remove yourself from a gelatinous cube?
I'm just gonna say, can a whelmed character free themselves? Okay. I just wanna. Well, look at this. I'm not the first person to ask this question. What a surprise.
Shocking!
It seems like after the initial saving throw, you don't get another. So if you get whelmed and fail, you stuck and drown unless someone else is around to help you out. Or does the grapple mean you can repeat it each turn? Because sometimes stat blocks say you can repeat the save, and this one does not. The target can attempt to escape the grapple using athletics or acrobatics as an action. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
'Cause
Okay,
the
so it's
grapple has
because it's
escape.
basically just the same rules as because it's not an effect on you that allows a new saving throw. It's you're grappled, so you can attempt to break a grapple as per the normal rules for grapple. Okay, so
I can.
you
Does
can
would it break both? Because if
yeah,
grappled
you're
and-
only restrained as long as you're grappled.
I see.
So you can make if you want to, if you have something else you can do, that's fine.
I've got nothing else.
But you can make either athletics or a acrobatics to free yourself from this and end the grappled and restrained conditions. It's against a set DC,
Okay.
which I know.
I will inspiration.
Okay.
To do so because I'm almost dead. So it doesn't matter which one I do. Why didn't it?
Hey, nicely done. So you break out of the restrained and the grappled. That's your action. You're no longer grappled and restrained. You're still in its square. You can move out of the creature. You're not prone, by the way.
Okay.
So you have your full movement. You're technically here, like you're in one south where you are.
Yeah.
If you stay in the water elemental, it'll automatically hit you again at the start of its turn. So you have to move at least a square out. You don't take an opportunity attack unless you move further than that, by the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna move between these two.
Sure. So you kind of like force your way through, gasping and holding your ribs.
Yeah. And just. It's just gonna whelm me next turn, but that's unless I want to risk an attack of opportunity. Oh god. Well, hold on. Maybe. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know that it's going to whelm you. It has 4 choices.
If it wants to whelm me, it has to unwhelm Donaquin, so at least one of us, unless it pulls him with him. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, fuck. Oh no. Shit.
Maybe no one's looking at that one.
This guy jumps, catches his foot on the awning, and just kind of does a flip in midair and slams into the pavement hard. Takes 6 points of damage. Stands up with his remaining movement, kind of like looks
Did you do
around
that
to see if any of his fellows saw him, and then
Meant to do that.
kind of shakes it off and dashes with his remaining action.
What's that scream called again?
Wow.
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm, yeah.
So, Donaquin, you are currently being crushed by this water elemental. So you can't cast spells that have somatic components because you can't breathe.
Can't do anything. Pretty sure all of them
And
are
you're restrained, so you can't cast that have... verbal. You can't breathe, so you can't cast verbal. You're restrained, so you can't cast somatic. So unless you have material-only spells, you can't cast.
Pretty sure all of them also have like both of those.
Restraint doesn't affect.
Restraint doesn't affect casting.
Oh, then
Yeah.
I don't know. It's verbal only then.
Underwater? Yeah.
Yeah, the water maybe,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just
Yeah, the water.
restraint itself.
I kept saying somatic, but I meant verbal from the drowning. Anyways,
It's
so
very
you can
spell.
use your action to try to break free if you want. Athletics or acrobatics will do that. Or you can do something else if you have something else.
I don't have anything else.
Smack it with a stick.
Yeah, technically, you can attack with disadvantage and hit it. Actually, it'd be
That's
straight because he's got fairy fire.
Yeah, it'd be straight. Yeah.
Wild shape into a fish. And then you could breathe underwater.
And you can attack with your tail.
There it is.
And then you're a crushed fish.
Anyway, Sean, what do you do?
Now I want to turn into like a shark or something, but
Eat it from the inside.
I'll teach you to suck a water elemental on us.
Turn into an octopus, and then you have 8 arms to take.
I don't think Sean has the ability to turn into swim speed creatures yet.
no, I don't think I do.
Next, I
I don't
think
have any.
it's
I don't think I do.
I don't know.
Or is it?
So I know fly and swim are higher than climb. I know you can do climbing ones, but anyways, what do you do?
I don't think I have any ones. Closest thing I have, I think, maybe is octopus. Like that. But I don't know how that would work, so I guess let's try to get out.
Okay, so it's either acrobatics or athletics. Your choice.
He can be swimming creatures. Level 4, he can be swimming.
Oh.
At 8, he gets flying, so he can swim. Just as no.
How would I don't can I even wild shape and stuff like that anyway? If I can't do all that?
I mean, it's not a
Wild shape's just an
spell.
action.
It's just a thing. that
Yeah, you
do.
can wild shape while restrained or grappled.
You could be one of those crocodiles that you looked at.
I don't think they breathe
That doesn't
water.
change and stuff like that. I'm being restrained and everything here anyway.
No,
It doesn't
you'll
change your
still be
condition.
restrained and grappled. It still takes your
Yeah.
action to wild shape, so it wouldn't technically do
Wouldn't-
anything.
Yeah. Other than be funny.
It would be.
But technically, if you wild shaped into something that had like a lot of strength, it would make getting out.
Next turn.
Next turn easier. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, what do you want to do, Sean?
I'm going to try and get out.
You know, the one good thing if you do wild shape, it gives you the temporary hit points, and if you become a large creature, he can't
I was
whelm
just
anybody
thinking that.
else if he's whelming you. Because
Yeah.
he can only do one large or two medium. So if you did grow big just to absorb it, he wouldn't be able to grab anybody else at the same time. Anyways, I'm just saying. But
Damn it.
Strategery.
You turn into a whale?
I turned to a blue whale.
How about
I mean,
a
you'd
man
still take auto damage at the start of your next turn, no matter what you do if you wild shape. So
I can't see what that
Not if
does.
he's a whale.
Yeah, the tables have turned. Who's whelming now?
I can't tell if I like that with certain ones where they breathe underwater and stuff.
assume if it's a fish, you can breathe underwater.
Okay, whatever. I'll just try and get out and stuff like that this time. That's
Okay.
all.
All right. Athletics or acrobatics, I don't know if it makes a difference for you.
It does a little bit.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, look at that. You're free. All right. Where do you move to?
Hmm.
Donna Quinn just like pushes his staff into the ground and backflips out of the floor. Oh my god.
This is his favorite thing.
You want to go there?
I saw my old master do this.
Yeah, I move up there and so like that, so that at least also if he's coming this way, yeah, it's away from other people.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Quillin, time for some
Quillin.
Well, I'm going to look over at Soaking Wet Archie and be like, "Yeah, let's not have that happen again." And I'm going to kind of grab her from around the waist, and I'm going to fly her up here. Cool.
Okay. And
If you-
just checking. She's
Sure.
light enough that you're good without being. You can do that, like weight wise.
Well, I'm not encumbered at the moment.
I'm about 150.
How much do you got for
that-
carry?
That's total. That's with my carry and my boat.
that does make me encumbered.
But not heavily.
Aiden, come on, let's go get changed into Jason.
It does. It is heavy.
Okay.
Come on.
So you have less. Sorry, Sean.
Yes, you
Sean, can you move?
Sorry.
Okay. If you're heavily encumbered, it's going to reduce your speed. So I just want to make sure you can make it up there.
140, actually, instead of 50. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Same thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I can. Then I could get to.
So
I can get
heavily
to this
encumbered
spot.
is minus 15-foot speed.
Okay.
So you'd only have a 15-foot speed.
Okay. Then I can get here then.
With a double move then? Is that what you're doing? That's 25.
No. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
How do
No,
I
that's
how do I
50.
how do I cancel that?
You
Thank
just right click and go cancel
you.
movement.
So annoying. I can get here.
Yeah.
And so she would be there.
That's fine.
Okay.
The water elemental is going to swing at you when you move out of its range, though.
Fine.
That was terrible. Misses. So you grab her, barely make it up to the roof.
If I had anything, I would drop it.
Is there? Do I see anybody up here?
Nope.
Okay. And then yeah, I'll just say make a stay up here, and then I'm gonna fly right back down. As my action.
You'll dash. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
you do have, because you're not encumbered anymore. You still have 30.
Yeah, and I'll fly directly, like
That way.
maybe
So
I'll
can't
yeah
move?
I'll
Yeah.
end like here. I'm pretty sure I can get there. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Kind of putting myself between the other Sekolah guy and kind of sort of the water elemental and Donaclan.
Sounds good.
And bonus action, I will channel divinity legendary strike.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Bone's ready. That's it? You're done?
That is it. I'm done. Cool.
This guy runs up, doesn't seem to notice you, standing around the corner, Quillen, and attacks Blackwind with a spear. And hits. For 6 points piercing damage. Jonah, top of the round, your turn.
Can I see Archie?
No, not from down there. Not at that angle. The roofs aren't super high, like these roofs are like 15 feet up, maybe.
Okay. Is there... Well, I won't know this, so I'll move. Now can I see her? Or do I have to go up one?
I think you need one more, just because of the awning.
Okay,
there.
okay. This is more of just... I want to, if she goes down, be able to see her. Just in case something goes bad. But in the meantime... That was weird.
That was weird. I don't know what happened.
I'm inside the square.
What, you want to be here?
Matter. Yeah, you can put me there. I'll just acid arrow the water elemental.
Alright. Advantage, because of the fairy fire. Nice hit.
So close.
Resists it.
Acid? Dang it.
Yeah, water elementals have acid resistance. Who knew?
Now I do. And I'll back up.
Okay.
And pass turn.
Alright. Aelin, you're surrounded by guys with spears. What do you do?
Yep. Taking out the one I'm focusing on.
Oh shit. I thought that was a 20.
It was
Been
close.
nice. Would've been nice.
Might be enough anyways. These guys aren't super hard. Oh, he's alive!
Bonus action and flurry of blows.
Uh-oh. And... Oh,
Nice.
Jesus. Yep.
Nice.
Boom.
That's
Oh.
non-lethal.
Can you non-lethal the force damage?
Sure can.
Okay.
It's just an unarmed attack.
Sure can.
Sure can.
Freaking.
And then last attack will go on the one next to me.
Okay.
Actually,
Aw.
nah, fuck, it doesn't matter. I would have done that with the staff, but nah.
Alright.
Well, I got one.
Yeah, he sits there unconscious.
That's his turn.
Okay, moves up. What does this ability do? Oh, okay. Sorry. So when you knock that guy down, all three of them use their blood frenzy when an ally is reduced to 0 to make an immediate attack against you.
Ugh.
So all three of them will stab you as soon as he drops on your turn.
Sure.
God.
Try.
You could try.
Fuck. Barely.
Oh shit. Minimum. I'll just roll from the same guy 3 times. I'm not gonna.
Come on.
We
You're
like
gonna
that
hit me.
guy.
At least hit me with a big number.
How about that?
Careful.
There.
Careful
Thank
of yours.
So you knock that guy down, and then all 3 of them were just like, no! Stab, stab, stab. Then it's number 4's turn.
And
And
take
he,
a reaction to do, or it just happens?
as a reaction.
Good to know.
So number 4 is it's his turn now. He will attack you. Ah, fuck, missed.
How'd you roll here?
Reaver 1 will attack Blackwind. Reaver 5 will attack you, Aelin. Nope. Water Elemental. What just happened? Oh,
Acid arrow.
he took acid damage partially, and unfortunately recharges his whelm, so he'll go boom over Quillen and Donaquin.
Why did I stand right next to Claude?
I don't
Or
know.
Don-
But no matter where you went, you would have been next to somebody.
Not true. He could have stood right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
There was lots of spaces.
I didn't even. Yeah.
So unfortunately, he whelms the 2 of you. That doesn't leave Blackwind's threatened area either, so he won't get an opportunity attack because he's got a 10-foot reach. Right? Is that how?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I have 10-foot reach yet.
Yeah.
So he will
Well,
unfortunately.
he could punch him.
That's true.
That's
He
true.
does
You
have
could punch him.
multiple reaches.
Why did it target Archie?
Excuse me.
Hey, you succeeded.
But you succeeded.
What? He's not targeting Archie. Okay, I'm gonna clear targets. Okay, so Quillen, you
That's
failed.
weird.
Well, I
What?
didn't realize it was going to be a saving throw. If I'd known, I would have used my inspiration.
It was a saving throw last time I did it.
Well, I know, but I wasn't specifically paying attention because it wasn't specifically happening to me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna re-roll it, anyways,
Okay.
on the
All
2
right.
of you. So, if you want to use inspiration,
I do.
and Sean, you're next to Donaquin, so or you're next to Quillen, so you have a +2. Remember, because of his aura.
Okay,
Make sure you have the +2 selected. And
I did. Thank you.
and Quillen, you have advantage selected.
Well, no, I figured because you already rolled it once.
Oh, just take this roll as the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
It's fair.
Okay, here we go. Well, that's
Damn.
Whoa.
not good.
I was
Jesus.
destined to fail it. So, all right.
You're both restrained and grappled and take 13 points bludgeoning damage. That's its turn. Blackwind.
Joke's on you. This is where I wanted to be anyway.
I love water. I'm a turtle.
I'm at home.
You're right at home.
anymore. I'll move my hunter's mark. Roop. Let's put it on the full guy. I'll attack the weakened one first.
Yeah, hit him. He's not wearing armor.
And
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
I'll use my Horde Breaker attack that I can use to attack the next guy.
Yep.
Immediately. Ooh.
Nice.
Jeez.
Wah, wah!
Max damage. Jesus.
And then I'll use my next attack against the water elemental. I'm just spinning shit around. I'm like,
Aelin's at the bottom of the fountain, like, oh man, these guys are really tough. I hope everybody else is okay.
Oh, I barely hit
Exactly.
it.
It's just
Oh,
slicing
great,
through.
graze the water
Googling.
elemental.
And
Still, that was a pretty good turn. Killed 2 guys. Reaver 2
They're just sleeping.
stabs you.
I guess.
Oh, max damage. 9. This turn. Archie, you're wounded. You're out of breath
Okay.
slightly. You're on the rooftop. What do you do?
I should be able to see down below, but I can't. There we go.
Archie falls.
Yeah, it won't let me see one or the other.
Can you see him now?
No.
Why? That's weird. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. I don't really need to see the roof unless something
I
pops
don't
up
know
there,
why
so.
it's doing that. It shouldn't, but anyways. What do you do?
Well, let me just see what's happening here. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna target the ones around Aelin. This guy, and I'm gonna cast slow.
Nice.
Or attempt to, anyway. You fail, success.
Me too.
Okay. And then so that's my last third level. And then I'm going to go prone voluntarily
Sure.
on the roof.
Good.
take cover.
So I'm taking
Good,
cover.
good,
Yeah,
good.
I'm dropping prone. And that's my turn.
You bet that gives advantage to the one behind you.
Maybe, but if that's the case, it was destined to be.
Reaver
You know what?
rushes
Just
over
tell
to
me.
Blackwind. Stab, miss. Donaquin, Sean left, so he's just gonna try to break out with acrobatics again.
Seems fair. Come on, Donaquin.
You guys think he would use an inspiration or no? I don't want to use it without him.
He didn't
so.
the
Not
first
if-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't the first time. That's a good point. He's more hurt now, but I wouldn't use it.
Before I announce the result too, I wanted to ask if you guys think so, because he failed. He rolled that one. So
Ooh.
he is stuck there. I guess that's his turn. Quillen.
Why did I use Legendary Strike? I should have saved it. 'Cause
Could
I can't do anything with my bonus action anyway, so I should have just used it when on the turn.
is it only for the next? Does it just last or?
It lasts for a minute,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
I have 2 options for my Channel Divinity,
Ah, I see.
and the other one would have been better in this moment, but it's fine.
I have a question. So it says somebody within 5 feet can pull them out. Could somebody within 5 feet push somebody out? Like, could Quillen push Donaquin, or can he only break his own?
You can only pull him out from outside the creature.
Okay.
That's how I would rule it. Because he's restrained. How could he can't? He's got to break himself free before he can help anybody else.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to break free.
You gotta put your mask on the plane. Child mask on.
I mean, if he wasn't restrained, I would say even if you were inside the water elemental square, you could push someone out. But because he's restrained, yeah, that's enough. So you are no longer grappled and restrained.
All right, that was my action, I assume.
Yeah, that's an action to break free, and then you get 5. You move 5 feet out of the square you were in. So that's
And
where
then,
you would be.
do I have any movement after that?
Yeah.
You still have the remaining
You have your full
25.
movement.
Well, you have the remaining 25
Okay.
because you moved 5 feet
then-
out. I'm just moving it like that because that's the square he's actually in.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna let myself get bamboozled again. I'm just gonna move over here.
Okay. The water elemental will strike at you as you're in the
Fine.
and hit. Quillen takes 13 points bludgeoning
God
as you're in the
damn. Ugh.
We're gonna have to go back to the bathhouse.
The bathhouse gives you the 10 hit points and then taketh away.
Jonah.
Jonah's like, I'm never going to the bathhouse again.
Stay dirty. Go roll in a mud puddle.
It's funny because I had a note at the start of the session. If the party goes through a fountain square after nightfall, they get attacked by Sekolah Reavers. That's why I asked which route you were taking. Anyways, carry on.
Firebolt. 19 again. And if your resistance to fire, I assume so.
No. Full damage,
Oh.
21.
Damn.
Whoosh. Steam erupts from it.
Nice.
I assume I can't see Archie if she's prone.
If she's prone, I don't think you can see her, no.
Sorry. Hiding.
Oh, that's fine. I can't see Aelin. Can I see Donaquin in there?
Yeah, he's see-through. Like, you can see him floating in the water there. Or, yeah.
Oh, God,
Okay.
God, see
As
through.
a bonus action, I'm just going to healing word Donaquin.
Okay.
Try to keep him up.
Nice.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Jesus.
Plus 8? Why is plus 8?
Because of my...
He
it's
gets
double
his...
dips. Because I'm a alchemist person, I get to add my intelligence modifier to healing spells.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah.
So
That's
I get to add it
awesome.
twice.
Good stuff.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Oh, did that thing again. It's weird. Go around here.
Woo. Some,
I'm in here, but okay.
it's like you got
Right
caught
here.
on the corner. That's weird. Okay.
Rubber
Anyway.
Yeah, well, it
band.
wasn't even my token. It was some other random token. This map is just weird.
Yeah, it's a little funky. Aelin.
All right, I'm gonna reach behind my back and grab the rain stick and lay into this guy.
Yeah. Got him. Ooh. Got him again. Is it enough? Yep. Down.
Non-lethal again. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna flurry blows.
Oh, wait, is 4 and 5 slowed?
Yep.
They're
no
both
reactions.
there? Nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, good. Otherwise they would blood frenzy you again. Ugh. Wow.
Also
Nice.
non-lethal. And the last one. Whoa, I'm targeting too many things.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah,
You
take
crit
that,
number
Blackwood.
5.
You can do this too.
You
Yeah.
crit the guy you already knocked down. You did hit the guy that...
Oh, because I was targeting him, so he was unconscious. It rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You did
untarget
hit
him.
Yeah, just damage against 4.
Good God. Arms are flying everywhere. And then I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, I don't know if you can fucking understand me, but if you leave right now, you can tell your friends not to come back here.
Moan.
He slowed.
He is slowed.
Alright, it's safe.
He. Well, so how did? Sorry. What does he get to do? Was he slowed?
One action or bonus action, half movement.
Okay.
If he, or unless he's casting a spell, and then it gets funky.
He will go to move past you and kind of like still got his spear, doesn't drop it, but he kind of like moves kind of sideways with his hands up and tries to back away to here. You can attack him. You have your action. It's up to you.
I'm gonna watch him go.
Okay.
And yeah.
He stabs the water shaper on the ground and kills him. and then spits at you. And fails to save. He's still slowed.
Still slowed, so he still only has half movement.
How does it spit
Oh.
fly? Like slowly?
I
through
know. I know they understand me.
Should give him a-
Revive is unconscious.
Thumbs up. Thank you.
I like,
Going to
I
that
like
later.
this little trooper that fell out of the roof. Thought he was gonna do something to me.
His whelm does not
Tried.
release, but at the start of his turn, Donnaquin will take 14 points bludgeoning damage. So wait. Huh, okay. Oh, what's his reach? Okay, so there's nothing here that says that he can't
Dog
still
can't play
attack.
basketball.
So, he will... Well, he can't target something that's inside of him. But if so he can...
Stop hitting yourself.
Exactly.
So if he moves, does he drag Donnaquin with him?
If you're, can you move a grappled? I know it's at like a feet.
You can move when you grapple someone. You can move them at half speed.
At half speed. Okay, so he can't whelm again, but he can... Okay, I see what he can do. Okay. I was just... So he can go like this. He can move 5 feet this way, dragging Donnaquin with him. Because he's still got him. And then he thumps on Blackwind twice. Can't whelm you because he didn't get it recharged, so he can't try to get you inside of him. But he can try to punch you twice. It's a hit. 11 points bludgeoning. And misses with the second one. Blackwind, he punched you. What do you do? Donnaquin's still inside of it.
Move the mark to the water elemental. And I bring the rain of blood fall onto it. Ooh, it's a good thing I have the advantage.
Oh yeah, fairy fire. I was like, why do you have advantage? Oh god, your damage rolls are insane. Have you rolled less than a 9 on that die?
I don't
Anyways,
think
carry on.
I've been rolling pretty damn good.
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, the advantage,
Nope.
like the hit rolls is fine because you have advantage, but holy crap, your damage rate is good.
I max it out.
I had to say something, sorry, half damage.
Yeah, it's okay. That's all right.
Still,
It's because I'm slashing through it, but I mean it's still
and you can still Hordebreaker the Reaver, right?
no, it's not with. It has to be next to the.
Oh,
Within
next to
5
the
feet.
Within
target.
5 feet.
Got it.
I asked you that too, and even though I have range, so it's more like kind of like a quick little whap off to the side.
Yeah. Okay.
It makes sense. So,
Yeah.
'Cause
even
it's the
with
same
the
if
range.
you, if you use like a crossbow, you couldn't do it to a target that's like 50 feet away.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope. I think actually, oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Snore. Archie,
It's me. I'm gonna stand up.
you are no longer prone.
What if I throw a firebolt with the prone condition on? Okay, never mind. So yeah, I'll stand up. I'll throw a firebolt at the water elemental.
Got him.
Eee, Pew.
Nice.
Good damage.
Sizzle, sizzle.
Galen looks like he's doing okay, and then I will drop prone again. Where is it? Target myself and prone. That's me.
Reaver 3. Stab at the Blackwind. Hits for dice cocked 7 points of damage. Donaquin, still gone. Attempts to escape with acrobatics. Not one again. He fails.
Oh, God.
That's insane.
Quillen.
Get tired of these guys. I will.
Yeah, you're telling us.
You yeah, no shit.
I'm gonna friggin' hit this Sekolah guy.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
I'm gonna here and use my second attack on the Monomata.
That's
Nice.
good old fairy fire.
Don't have any spell slots. Divine Smite, but whatever.
Nice.
14. Still alive.
Damage. And I'm gonna yell down to Aelin. Dude,
You good?
the guy's getting away slowly. He's kind of moving slow, but I mean, dude.
He's trying to run through magical sand around his feet.
Trying to run at the beach in that really fine sand.
Exactly. That's what my slow is. It's like a magical pile of sand on the feet.
All right. Good old firebolt.
Get him.
That's
Nice.
correct.
Oh man.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I think he's dead. Whoosh. He
And he
explodes
evaporates.
into steam, dropping Donaquin with a thump onto the ground.
Steam turtle.
15. I'll just run up to next to Donaquin. Pass the turn.
Aelin. Donaquin is no longer grappled and restrained. Automatic miss. That's a hit. Oof.
I'm gonna stunning strike.
Ah! I focus my chi to reflect it back to you. Nope. He is stunned. Good.
And then I'm gonna walk up to him. And I'm gonna say, I gave you an opportunity, and I hope whoever peels you off of this ground will show greater mercy than we do. And I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Okay.
Just a... God damn it. Why is it... Oh, because he's stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You got him!
You hit.
Bah!
Nice.
Non-lethal.
Oh man,
So
racking up all the points.
Because I was
I
like,
have 56 points now.
Oh, I have it at 44, but okay.
Well, I was at 16 and I just took out 4 non-lethally.
Okay, yeah.
That's what
I
I
was
had
gonna
anyway.
say, the funny thing was,
You're
is
way
Jonah
ahead of
didn't
everybody.
see any of that. I was hoping you'd kill the last one because Jonah didn't see any of the first ones.
Aelin, how could you?
All the bodies around.
Come on, man. Try it.
I think
Aelin, I thought
Traumatized.
you were on my side.
traumatized by Blackwind's rain dance of blood.
Yeah, meanwhile over here is just gore everywhere.
It's just helicopter gore all over the top.
Limbs flying.
Donaquin stands up, brushes the water and blood out of his nose.
The body falls into the fountain, and the fountain is just spewing red water.
The Sekolah, there's 3 reavers unconscious on the ground.
I'm going to fly up.
I'm just down on the ground in a ball right now.
All right, I think we're okay.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm not okay.
Alright.
I'm just gonna reach out like.
I will bring Archie back down.
Fireman, carry me down.
Yeah, those guys suck. Like, I think I get what you mean. I mean, like, I don't really fully understand the whole like religious stuff that they're spouting about, but man, like, why do they seem to like really hate you?
They're racist.
They file their teeth to sharp, pointy
They
teeth.
do. They have like they have like ritual scarring and like bones and like piercings and stuff all over their body, and they have, yeah, their teeth are filed to points, kind of bloody gums. Probably really not good for them.
I mean, it's a little complicated.
Not really. They're dicks.
Sure, but also they're not happy with people like the Gilded Eye coming here and evangelizing and bringing foreign gods into their land that has been protected from them.
Yeah, they don't like us because we're touched by foreign gods.
Yeah, but maybe they should
These
just express that with words, not with
From what I
water
understand,
elementals.
have been corrupted by somebody else and have.
Oh, sure. I mean, they're
Sekolah, from what I understood, isn't really what these guys are about.
yeah, their reasons for hating Doniquin are just fucked up.
I'm gonna healing hands myself.
Sure.
To give myself 6 health back. Cause
Oh.
I was looking rough.
Yeah, Doniquin would probably, if he was here, would say that, yeah, to spoilers, he was referring to Doniquin.
That's spoilers.
Because, at least they believe that the temple of Umberly, the Typhoon Palace, it rightfully belongs to Sekolah, and they're just taking it back. Whereas the Tortles believe the opposite, that it belongs to. That has nothing to do with Sekolah, and it should be Umberly's. So, anyways,
Yeah. I mean, they still suck, and I hate them, and they've made our lives, both in the port and in the jungle, worse. But I mean,
How long
So-
are these ding
it's not
dongs
as
gonna be
cut and
unconscious?
dry.
An hour.
I don't know.
yeah. If nothing else deals damage to them, typically a creature will wake up in about an hour with 1 hit point after being rendered unconscious, unless they get aid or take damage in the meantime.
I'm gonna kind of hide in some shadows and wait for them to wake up. And I'm gonna also put, like, somewhere around 40 minutes, put another hunter's mark with a spell slot on them, on one.
Are you telling us that you want to do this?
Yeah, I'm going to track them and see where they go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I mean we could wake them up now.
Yeah, I just watched one.
No, but yeah, if you want to track them, that's smart.
Yeah, I think that's a good
I'm
move.
gonna hang back a ways, but like quite a ways away, where I can see them.
I can make you invisible for an hour too.
Can you?
Yeah.
I've never been invisible before.
It's great. You can like get so many baked
Is
goods
it just
for free.
cocaine that makes me think I'm invisible?
I know the feeling.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, I would offer to stay and help you, but if you're trying to be sneaky, I'm not terribly great at that.
yeah, I'm terrible at that.
We'll see if this leads to something. I'm not 100%.
No, I think it's a good idea. And see if if they're trying to be, getting in you guys' business and frankly trying to straight up murder you.
Well,
all
yeah,
the
I'd
time.
say it's not just in our business. They want to murder us. Every
Yeah.
single time they've said death to us as they come and attack. There's no mercy
I
about
think
this.
very little of them, considering they ambushed an old man. So
Where
that's
is
why
where's the town guard? Like,
Yeah.
we're like literally right now. Like,
that was just like
hello? I'm gonna
20
yell out.
seconds.
Yeah, you see a couple like shutters from different buildings that kind of close.
Understand them.
Messed up. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to get home before curfew. They're going to get in trouble.
If I don't, if I lose sight of them, I'll use my tracking, but I'll stealth well back of them in shadows.
Yeah, I don't think you should be by yourself, Blackwood, but I also think that we should probably send a few people back to the Thundering Lizard at least, those who need to recover. And I kind of look over at Araceli pointedly.
here,
I'm just coughing up water.
Here, how about this? I will take Archie and Donaquin at least back to the Thundering Lizard. Aelin and Jonah, do you want to stay with Blackwind?
If Jonah's gonna make him invisible, don't want to do it kind of
Around
close,
the time that they
close
actually
to
wake
the
up.
time that they actually wake up. Do we want to wait for Jonah and then go?
Sure.
So like
Well,
maybe you do it like 10 or 15 minutes.
Hey,
beforehand?
just to interject,
It's hard to say.
you guys don't know there's a 1 hour time limit
Yeah.
here. They could wake up
Well,
in the
what-
next 5 minutes for all your characters now. That was just a meta concept.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why I
Okay.
say after about 40 minutes
Well,
or something, if nothing
technically,
happens.
Could I check them to see how long it might take them to wake up?
Yeah, you could do a
Maybe we-
medicine check on them to see.
Maybe Donaquin would
Three
be willing to
individual
help
ones,
you.
or just one?
well, my thought was somebody could heal them from a distance to wake one of them up, and then we run.
Well, that's also why
Oh.
I chose to sit way back as well.
Let's let Aelin roll too. I'm getting low on resources, but that's definitely a possibility too.
No, I will check.
Sure,
I don't know if
you can do it
Donovan
with
can heal.
advantage. Well, it doesn't matter. It's good.
Nice.
I might get a 20, Corey. Nope.
No
Okay,
20s for Aelin.
All right. I'm just amazing. Wow.
Could do that.
Looking them over, they are. Some of them are beat worse than others. The one of them doesn't look too bad. The soonest, I mean, in general, you'd probably have at least a half an hour on all of these guys. But 4 and 5, they look like they would be, they'd probably be out at least an hour. But number 2, he's not so bad. So.
Do they all have weapons on them?
Yeah. There's weapons scattered around. They all have these spears that are just these wooden spears with like, looks like a bone or like a big tooth kind of like strapped to the end.
I'm going to go around and pick all of them up and break them.
Sure.
And
Bring all the weapons. Do they have anything else on them?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna check the wave shapers in particular.
Yeah. To see, just to see if they
Yeah,
have
there's
anything else.
there's a handful of coin. As well, one of the wave shapers has a potion of healing. Just a standard potion of healing. The other wave shaper has a elegant scroll of bark skin.
Is that a druid spell? Not a
Elegant
wizard
scroll.
spell.
It is druid.
It is not.
It is druid, ranger, and cleric nature domain. So
Because
that's
that is what happens when we find scrolls.
Oh,
They're always druid, ranger, and like cleric.
Look, remember where
Oh,
you are.
cool
There's
stuff.
not a lot of arcane wizards in Chult.
I don't know. It's.
I guess that makes sense. That's true. I just never.
I mean, there used to be. There used to be tons, but there isn't anymore.
there.
Yeah, find their scrolls. Loot their towers.
So who wants to take the potion of healing? Just so I can assign it.
Blackwin, you might as well grab it.
Yeah.
'cause you may be,
Alright.
Who wants
you know,
the scroll
Put
of
yourself in
Barkskin? Donaquin or Blackman?
Donaquin. Donaquin's probably the only. Actually, I don't think either of them will probably use it. Your AC can't be less than 16. What's Donaquin's
It's a
natural AC?
concentration spell, so you can
You
cast
can
it on
cast
other
it on
people.
You
others.
can cast
Can't
it on other people.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you? Oh, sweet.
yeah,
That's
such a
good.
willing creature.
So it's better for Donovan to have.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
if,
Well,
if
you can hold on to it.
you're not
Anyways,
going to
so.
use it on yourself,
That's
then it's
where
good.
I look at that. I have
That's pretty good then.
access to that spell, but if I'm a melee caster and I cast it on myself, then I get hit and then I have to start playing. It's just like it probably
Well,
won't
and
last long.
same as if you cast on somebody else. If you're in melee getting hit all the time, it's not the best to be
Yeah.
concentrating on a buff spell.
Well, it's a really lame concept for him to have that
Yeah.
spell.
Donaquin's it's good though because he can like drop it on somebody else that's
Somebody.
and then have them run in. Like he could Barkskin Aelin, for example, and then stand back and.
Or Barkskin himself and then shapeshift. Would that work?
No, it doesn't carry over.
I think me and Archie are the two of the people that it mostly
Does-
affect the best.
Does Barkskin stack with my martial arts?
It just
It's
says
just
your
you
AC
can't be less.
Yeah, you can't be less than a certain number. It sets your
So
minimum
how would it
AC.
be less than 16?
Can't
if
be
you
less
didn't-
than 16, regardless of what kind of armor
It's
it is.
it's like mage armor. Mage armor makes it so you can't be less than 13, right? It's the same concept. Makes it so your
mage
minimum...
armor adds a plus, not a minimum.
Oh, does
So
it?
it's a little different.
Yeah.
I don't know. But basically, it just makes it so your minimum AC can't be lower than 16.
But
So
mine,
it takes
mine can't be
mine-
lower than 17, so it's worthless
Okay.
for me.
Well, what if
Hmm.
you're
I always have-
unconscious?
It also
doesn't
works
matter.
against slow, because then your AC can't be less than 16.
That's true.
I guess, yeah. It would bump me up by 1 if I got slowed.
There you go. Beautiful
It's
spell.
really, it's great to use again for me because I only have an AC of 13.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same with me. Like my AC, even with mage armor, my AC is only 13.
It sucks for me to
Well,
cast.
Yeah.
Uh,
If I'm wearing
14,
no
yeah.
armor and not wielding a shield, I just have AC of 17. Doesn't matter if I'm unconscious or not.
Yeah, I think
It's better
Donaquin's
than mage.
Donaquin's
but it's
natural armor
concentration.
is 17, isn't it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's a turtle.
He's a turtle.
Yeah, he's got natural.
Okay,
Tortolith.
so
Yeah.
what's going on here? What are you guys doing?
Quill and
here?
Archie, Donaquin are for sure going back. Jonah's staying with Blackwind. I can stay, or I can go
I don't
back.
No.
want
Go.
I don't want Jonah walking back
Alone.
alone.
Yeah.
Oh, except I can make myself look like a normal person. I do have disguised self, so I was thinking of making myself look like a native person
Or a guard.
or a guard, a short guard. But yeah, a guard.
Yeah.
Have we seen short guards? Are there dwarf guards? Or are they all?
I'm sure
Built
they've
in.
seen one or two. There's not a lot of halflings
Okay.
around, but there's dwarves. There's the wild dwarves, so sure.
Okay.
Why don't I stay back with Jonah, just in case, until Blackwind starts following, and then
So-
we can figure out what to do. I don't want to be close to Blackwind because I don't want to. I know you're stealthier than I am.
So you guys can like,
He's giving me invisibility potion too.
Even better.
Yeah.
so you guys can like hang out around out of earshot, maybe up on a roof somewhere. I don't know, somewhere
Yeah.
out of line
Yeah,
of
there's a
sight.
little
and-
stair.
I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure if this will pay off, but we'll see.
No, but it's a good.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
it's a
think
good
it-
idea. It's
yeah.
worth.
Super smart.
Do you still have a spell slot to pass without a trace yourself?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
All
That's
right.
alright though.
So the three. Okay. So a few minutes later, Donaquin, Quillen, and Archie, you're gonna head back. So I know originally you went this way because you want to stop at Kyra's. Are you the three of you gonna stop at Kyra's, or are you just gonna head right back to the tavern? And
I think that's something we can do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Archie, you're looking real messed up. Donaquin is had a pretty rough time. I think we should get you guys into a room, resting, get yourself some hot, I don't know, tea. Is that what you guys drink? Coffee. I don't know.
8th.
Yeah, we're just going straight back. I don't want to be out after nightfall, especially
So,
without.
You
Aelin.
guys would then, the three of you would make it back without incident to the Thundering Lizard, probably around 8:15 or so. Blackwind, you can make me a stealth check with advantage if you drink that potion. So how long do you wait before you drink the potion? Or
It's
before you...
not a potion. It's
Oh.
actually a spell, so I will have to cast it. So he'll have to give me like a signal, and then I'll cast it on him. There is a verbal component, so probably do it before they wake up.
I'd say 20 minutes or so.
How long does it last? An hour?
An hour.
Okay. So
I will hunker down in the bushes somewhere or in the dark shadows. Even if I have to go farther than where I show right now.
No, that's fine. There's bushes there. You got a clear line of sight on them, and you'd be hidden, especially if you're invisible. So you can crouch down. You still make a stealth check anyways with advantage because you're invisible. Just so I know just how silent you are. Okay, 20. So no buckets in here.
I got rid of those bucket boots.
So you cast invisibility on him. After you cast invisibility, do the two of you leave then? Because you won't be able to see him going after. And if you're not watching the Sekolah guys from where you are within line of sight, how will you know when to leave? Like how? I just want to know what you're.
Oh, I guess we could. Should we leave now?
I give the thumbs up.
I can't see it.
Can't see it.
I know.
I think he's giving us the thumbs up.
I can just sense it, you know.
I guess so. I mean,
Maybe we should wait till one of them leaves.
yeah.
And then we know he's left.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to disguise myself as a guard, which isn't concentration. Cool to know.
He gets like a couple blocks away, disguise self, black and poof. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Anyways, okay. Good to know.
And then I guess we'll wait somewhere where we think is going to be out of the way.
Also, not back to the tavern.
No, I want to wait until we see one of the Sekolah people stirring and see what they do if they leave.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you are. I will say you're like up on a rooftop where you got a good angle on them, way over here or something. You cast.
Yeah, somewhere not close to Blackwind, that if they do see us, we're not.
Yeah.
Blowing his cover.
All right. Well, probably about 45 minutes pass, and then you, Blackwind, well, anyone who's watching, you'll see number 2 here, kind of like stir a bit, roll over on his side, and kind of like push himself up on his elbows and kind of shake his head a bit. And he kind of sits up and like glances around, and then kind of slowly pushes himself to his feet. Kind of wanders over and just kind of like examines the bodies. And you see him reach down off of the bodies and like on the water shaper. He kind of reaches down and he pulls like this shark tooth like pendant and just kind of like pulls it off. Just puts it in a belt pouch. Kind of kicks at some of the broken spears in a big pile. Kind of kicks at them. And then you see him kind of like go up here. He kind of stands up on the fountain so he can get like a little bit of a vantage point because it's slightly raised, and kind of like looks down the streets in either direction. The streets are still pretty much empty right now. Like you don't see any other people around. And then he kind of hops down, wanders over here, and at that point this guy here starts stirring number 5. And he kind of like walk up to him, and just kind of like picks him up and just kind of like slaps his cheeks a little bit. The guy kind of like rouses out, and kind of pulls him up. They say something. You're way too far away to hear what they're saying. They kind of seem to be conversing with each other, and then they both kind of wander over here. The Reaver 2 kind of like crouches down and looks at this guy, turns his head and obviously saying something to the other guy. The other guy pulls a dagger out of his belt and just and basically just grabs the guy by the hair and just rakes it right across the guy's throat. When he does that, the other guy takes like a water skin off his belt and holds it under the wound, and you can see him like filling the water with the blood. The two of them kind of seem to be you're not sure if they're angry or not, but they seem to be maybe arguing about something. Then one guy shakes his head, and one guy number 2 kind of like put the guy with the water skin kind of like pushes him in the shoulder. Number 5 stumbles back slightly and then kind of nods, and then the two of them start heading south, which is towards like the seawall.
I will hippity hop and start following.
I'll just sort of look to Jonah and nod and start heading back to the inn.
Yep.
Okay.
Here comes Blackwind Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail.
So you can see on the map of we'll close this. You guys are out of that square now. Aelin and Jonah, where do you guys head? Like all the way back to the inn without stopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd arrive probably real close to 9 then. But you would arrive before curfew, I think. So probably like 8:45-ish you'd arrive.
Short guard.
I would
imagine
go
we're
into an
probably-
alley and drop my disguise right before we go into the inn.
And I would say that like passing by, I didn't describe this earlier, but passing by Kyra's, you do notice Order of the Gilded Eye like stationed in like the main lobby area and like by the door. And you would notice as you get like out of this kind of like southern area and over towards the market, there is still quite a bit of activity, but it's really dying down. Just people like closing up stalls and stuff, and there is guards moving about between like Kyra's and here, but there wasn't really any guards down this way. But anyway, so you make it back just before 9. Blackwind, you stealthily leave the square down the alley following these guys. How far back are you staying? Knowing at this point you probably have like at least a half hour of invisibility left. Probably like 40 minutes.
100 feet should be plenty. I'm invisible, and is it still raining?
It is still raining, yeah.
Yeah, don't want to get too close because maybe that could be noticed if I'm.
Yeah, you could. You might be able to detect someone in the rain even if they're invisible, because it still hits you, right?
Yeah, I mean, 100 feet or so. If hopefully maybe I can hear stuff, but not likely with the rain. It's probably a heavy rain.
It's not super heavy. It's just kind of medium rain. Like it's raining enough that it's like spattering and stuff, but it's not like a deluge or anything.
Let's say no closer than 50. But
well, they go in kind of in this behind some older like warehouses, and over towards the seawall with the big bluff that looks out. Waves crashing against the rocks. And when they get there, they kind of like follow the seawall down to just before, like in the corner here. Kind of, I can't really point there, but like here-ish. I can't point there apparently. But anyways, right where like the dye works kind of meets the seawall, they kind of go there, and you see they one by one they climb over like the waist-high barrier, and seemingly drop down on the other side. You close the distance fairly quickly, I would assume, and look over the seawall, looking down, and you can see them. There's a small, doesn't look super treacherous, but it's fairly steep, very thin path that kind of winds its way, kind of switchbacking, down to where all these like jagged rocks are, near where the ocean and the waves are hitting. And they kind of go down there, and it's just on this like kind of like tidal pools and stuff, kind of like jagged rocks along the shore there. They get down to there. Do you follow them down, or do you stay up above? You'd be probably about 150 feet or so from them if you don't follow them.
I think this gives me a good idea of what's going on here. Like, how it's not treacherous, you said?
No, I mean it's raining and it's kind of steep, so there's a chance you could lose your footing and slip.
You know what? Actually, I've gone this far. I'll continue after them.
Okay. I mean, they're both at 1 hit point, right? What's the worst that could happen? You
Yeah.
I could fall off and die.
Yeah.
You fall into the
True,
ocean
yeah.
and get eaten.
The environment is more of a threat to those guys currently.
Okay, he can give me a acrobatics, or just a dex check, if you don't have acrobatics. Just pick your way carefully down there.
Same difference, I guess.
You could do athletics actually as well if you want to kind of more climb down with your hands.
Sure. I like athletics climbing. I have a +6, so
yeah, it's pretty easy. Like you kind of easily lower yourself down and move down. As you're moving down, you get about halfway down, and then you see them kind of go to the edge of where the waves are kind of hitting and like splashing, and you can feel like some of the spray even up where you are. They don't seem to be concerned with the waves. It's not super rough seas, but it's still like these waves that kind of hit and spray. One of them, well, you have dark vision, right? Yeah. You're a half orc. Because it is pretty dark down here. But you can see them now that you're within range. That's the main reason I was asking, is if they move out of the range of your dark vision, if you don't keep pace with them, right? Once they move out of the light of the street lamps and stuff. So you can see them now, even from up here, not too far from you, about 50 feet down, at the edge of the water. And one of them kind of walks over, the guy with that's been holding the water skin. He walks over, and you hear something. Do you speak Chultan? I can't remember.
I do.
You do. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I can just tell you. It doesn't matter. He basically like nobody else is around anyway. He kind of intones, and you can hear him pretty clearly. You're not too far away. He says, "Devourer, I offer the blood of the faithful. Answer my call." And he then pours the blood into the ocean, and then kind of tosses the water skin in after. And then they kind of like
Litterer!
The two of them kind of like look at each other, and then you see what's your passive perception? 16. Yeah, you see pretty easily. You see some sort of dark shape move in the water, and then a fairly large, like maybe 15 foot long, what looks like some sort of like big like eel or serpent or something, kind of like surfaces on the water and kind of like raises itself up about 10 feet out of the water. It looks to you like about halfway down, when it gets a bit further out of the water, that there is some sort of like harness on it, and the two of them kind of just walk over and like grab the sides of it, where these leather straps are, and just wrap their arms with these leather straps. And the thing, then once they've done so, they kind of grip on with their other hand, and the thing dives into the water and beneath the surface and is gone.
Okay. Cool. And there's no caves or anything, it's just a pathway down to there.
Make a perception check.
I just wanted to see. I guess not a very good roll, but
yeah, I mean it's dark and it's kind of jaggedy. There might be caves, but in the dark, and down here with the angles, you don't see anything obvious. It looks like this is as far as it goes. There's no paths that lead off that you can see.
I'm gonna put my hunter's trap down on the ground and hide it.
Sure.
Leave them a little surprised.
Sure. Yeah. Just kind of like put it like in a tidal pool and click where it's like just under the surface of the water or something.
Yeah, just like obscure it somehow. Using
Weeds.
my...
Poor fishermen use this.
I don't think they. This
path.
is a
Small
this is a
children
hidden path.
skipping stones.
This is a hidden path. Like it was hidden. Like this is definitely not well used, right? Maybe by smugglers, but there's no fishing boats down here.
As you are setting up this trap, pushing it down, you will notice with your passive perception, there is a sudden kind of bright blue flash from deep beneath the water. You can barely see it. It's probably like, it might be like 100 feet or so offshore, but there's like a flash seemingly underwater, almost like lightning in the sky. It's kind of and just flares and then is gone.
I totally know what that is. No. With my the creature I saw, it was an eel, just a giant version.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I should have. You have nature. You can make a nature check.
Just
And Corey, we saw this whole the souls getting sucked out of the
Yes,
Sekolah.
sorry.
Okay.
I always forget, but yes.
It's like it happens every time now. Basically, is what we should.
Yeah.
It's notable when it doesn't happen.
It's yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. In some sort of sea serpent eel, you're not sure exactly what it is, Blackman. It didn't look like some sort of like crazy supernatural creature, but it was pretty large and some sort of serpent or eel. So.
Color vision would have been helpful there.
Yeah. Distinctive color pattern might have helped, but unfortunately. Yeah. Anything else you want to do down here?
No. I think if we want to explore down here at all later, maybe we can come down during the day when it's less stormy and I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
So, but I'm relatively certain that this is like a hidden path that they're using, right?
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Secrets or smugglers. It's a smuggling probably type thing, but I will head back. It's not much. I'm not going to go diving in the water. I'm diving in the water. No.
I've come this far. Deep sea diving at night.
It's
all right.
Interesting information that we can digest.
Mm-hmm.
So you head back. You probably have enough time to make it back to the inn if you jog or run while invisible.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be past curfew.
I'll double time it. Just.
Sure.
I don't care if like somebody sees the splashing. They'll be just like, "What the fuck?"
Water splashing happens all the time. All right. So you probably arrive back at like 9:30 or so. Back at the inn. So back at the inn, it's pretty busy when you first get there, but by the time it gets to like 9, anybody who wasn't staying at the inn has trailed out, leaving just a few people sitting around having some drinks. I don't know if you guys go back straight to your room. The three of you would arrive there first.
I would have wanted dinner and alcohol.
Sure. They can provide. Olin can provide that.
I'm beat to hell. I'm just like, I'm healed enough that I'm not like dying, but I want food and a drink before I pass out. Yeah. Plus, I want to wait for the other guys. I want to make sure everybody gets back.
Sure. And then probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so after you, Aelin and Jonah would show up. Jonah no longer looks like a guard, right, with him. So it's 8:45. The two of them stroll in just before curfew. Olin's like, yeah, cutting a little close.
Always Olin. I'll give him finger guns.
I love it. All right. Okay, and then.
Yeah, I figure we'll probably, at least Quillen would want to, take off his armor, get comfortable, and have dinner and drinks with everybody.
Let its feathers out.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, how was your first proper day in the city, Quillen?
Unexpected would be the word that I would use. I mean, highs and lows. There's so much here, and like all the things that I, wish I had, access to from growing up, but at the same time, like, I don't know how people like just live with just constant, I guess, danger. I mean, that's what it feels like here. I mean, like living in the jungle is it's obviously got its own problems, but maybe like the places that I go, because I've lived there so long, I know how to avoid danger when necessary and everything. But here it's just like there's so many people in such a tight space. All it takes is like one person to just flip out, and all of a sudden it's chaos.
See, most people find comfort in the fact that there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
They find safety in numbers. So, like, from the people who live here's point of view, living out in the jungle is insane and dangerous, and they can't understand how
sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why the monastery exists, right? It's a safe haven and stuff like that. But I mean, man, this place is
this place seems to be more dangerous for us than anybody else.
Well,
we
Given who we are.
Speak it out.
True, but we also make it so that they can all, and I'll point to all the other patrons, live safely. We're the heroes this city needs. That's what I'm trying to say.
One guy kind of like raises a mug. The Black Fangs.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess
the ones they deserve and not need.
It's just it's a mixture of wondrous, awesome, beauty and horrifying at the same time.
Did Quillen get a look at the Temple of Gond as we went by?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, you went right by it, so yeah.
We didn't reference it at the time, but yeah, I mean,
big giant forge area
like
with
I would love to see
industry
that, and the actual inside of that place.
Sure.
Like
are you into metalcraft?
I mean, Jonah, we've talked about this so many times.
Oh, it must have been while I'll put down my drugs.
Yeah.
That's way, Jonah.
It's it's one of the sort of things that kind of set me apart from the rest of my clan. It's tribe. I don't know, clan. Like
Flock.
Flock.
Murder. If you were,
like it's, I like armor. I like shields. I like metal stuff. I find it fascinating. I find the craft of it really, interesting, and there's an artistic outlet there that I find, exhilarating, but also the utility and the function. I feel like growing up, and to this day, the people that my family and friends, they don't really get it. Like, they kind of say, oh sure, like that's nice and everything, but what do I need this for? And I'm just like, no, you don't get it. It's like awesome, like. But
Sure.
I was thinking of buying some new armor here. Do you want to just make it for me instead?
I mean, yeah, sure, I could do that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever. I mean, I've made dwarf size armor. I guess it's just go down a bit smaller and same basic thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not like if you mess up, my life is in peril from it or anything. I'm sure I'll bounce right back up.
Yeah, probably. Should be
Well,
fine.
Depending on how much time we have here, I was hoping to swing by the Temple of Gand one of these days and spend a day there. So you're welcome to join me when we do that.
Oh, totally.
Wait,
Oops.
I'm also going to the Temple of Gand. Do we all go to the Temple of Gand? Are you all Gondanites? I'll do the
No.
Gand sign.
No, this just workshop space.
All right. Good night, Donaquan.
Hey, Donaquan.
Hi, Don Quinn.
He really hates talking about religion.
Yeah. Hey, Donovan, I'm going to go see my raptor tomorrow. Do you want to come along? Maybe you and Blackwing, if you guys can talk to him. I want to see how he's doing.
Dude, I've never.
Not you, Donovan.
You're not allowed to see my raptor.
You've seen plenty of raptors. You're from the jungle.
I've seen tons of raptors, but I've never seen like a tamed raptor. That sounds crazy.
Oh, okay. You can come along too then.
As a note, just in case anybody forgot and you've got some money burning a hole in your pocket, you could give it to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
What I was
just
gonna
remind
say-
me, and I will pull out 100 gold. And I will give it to Aelin. Because
Yeah.
Aelin won the contest, and we're back in port. And it was till we got back to the contest. Back to port.
Oh, I thought that's what the boots were for.
The boots are like a season thing, but I just wanted to make it a little. Remember, the original contest was till we got to the port, but I didn't think we were going to be back to the port for a while. So I was like, whoever's in the lead at the moment gets a magic thing. So,
Oh, well, thanks, Jonah.
and I will give you
Good
100
job.
gold.
Where does
not-
Blackwing sit?
Good job at not being terrible, Aelin.
Black, actually,
Dead last.
well, honestly, we should really give it to Baz because Baz, even in
Hasn't
death,
killed anyone
took
in a
him-
long time.
Been along forever.
so that's 20 bonus points there.
He's being so stoic. Just chill right now.
Not killing anybody.
If we get back there and this bat statue's toppled over and crushed some people.
Oh no!
Hey,
Monster.
Points.
He just couldn't go 6 months without killing anybody.
Alright,
Am
so
I in
just-
last? Who's in last?
Oh,
I mean, I think
let me
Cora
actually
is-
pull it up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Blackwing. Blackwing kills a lot of people. Yeah, -4 for Blackwing.
Especially lately. Good lord.
2 points total.
Tired of these sharkmen. God
Archie,
damn.
you're actually at like, you're at 8.
Yes. Aelin was at 40?
Yeah, because he knocked out 4 people in this current
It's
one.
really easy when you're surrounded by weak people.
Yeah.
He need to go after the water elemental.
Get
He's like,
yourself
you
in-
my sister's round. Ever.
I was tempted to get the sleep spell at some point. Maybe I should bump it up the list.
Get yourself into melee with a bunch of weak people and be a
the
class
shit
that
out of
has 4 attacks.
Just
Yeah.
run into the market, the refugee camp, and just beat the shit
Yeah.
out of like 50 people.
Wait a
Knock
minute,
them
do they
all
have to be hostile people?
It
Yeah,
won't be after you hit them the first time.
Oh, no.
it's true. Start picking
Mm.
fights.
Yeah.
Like toddlers.
Jonah, look, bam.
I knocked him unconscious, non-lethally. Give me points.
Punching preschoolers.
I took their candy.
So what I was going to say was when I head up to the Golden Throne to get spells,
Mhm.
there are useful things. And Quillen, you can get potions and magic items if anybody wants that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got
In training.
Crazy amount of.
Yeah, like you could buy healing potions, and
Yeah.
then they have other. They usually have a selection of rarer potions. It changes, so we'll have to check in and see what they've got. But
Yeah, I think they had a cool shield last time.
you can commission potions as well, if there's something specific that you want. And then you can get any simple weapon you can get as a +1 made as well. Just a thought for anybody.
There is a mace that's currently.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well let's
Identify that thing.
yeah. We can go and do that.
Around this time, as you guys are finishing up dinner in this conversation, Blackwind will show up.
So what about that mace? Oh God.
Ah!
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't see him.
Okay, here's the question: does Blackwind drop invisibility, or does he just show up?
He can't.
And start messing with
can
us?
he?
He could
I
hit
slap
himself.
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
can
does.
attack.
Yeah, a spell or an attack.
Yeah, he could just literally kick a bucket and break. I like the idea of him walking up the table still invisible and be like, "We still have that mace, right?" Ah! Jesus, Blackwind.
Surprise, motherfuckers!
How long have you been here?
Not again.
I'm so tired of fighting. It's been such a long day.
Have some fries, motherfuckers.
We saved you some food.
Welcome back, Blackwind. What'd you find?
Yeah, glad you got back.
Yeah, I share the intel I got in the little blood ritual that they do to call a creature, and how it seems there's some kind of magical energy that was released once they were under the water. I'm not sure what it was, but it was a flash. I left a hidden trap on the hidden path for them the next time they come up.
Oh,
Nice.
won't they know
Yeah.
that we've been there then?
Yeah, but I'm also I don't care. I don't like them.
Fair.
They wouldn't
We can
necessarily
see.
approve.
I pull out the spreadsheet. Oh, you really don't like him.
Actually, just because we got this information, it might be. We
I
might want to
wonder-
look into finding out how to use this to our advantage, or
I wonder if we had taken a flask of their blood, if we could do the same thing and see where it goes.
Well, up until we get to the sea creature.
I
then
believe
he'd
they
be like-
actually made a live, like they killed the third.
Maybe the sea creature's stupid enough to be that to not question who calls
It's
it.
possible,
Maybe.
but
That's true.
I couldn't hear their conversation. But two of them killed the other one, collected his blood, then went down and then dumped it out, and offered it as a sacrifice.
Wait, they didn't litter, did they?
Yeah, they totally littered. I
Oh,
just
God.
lost it.
Mm.
If I couldn't dislike these guys anymore. Unbelievable.
But yeah.
One more bottle in the ocean.
Ugh.
And it's got no message in it. But yeah, I mean, after they went down, I took a quick look, but after that, I figured any more investigation could be done with you guys or
Sure.
shared knowledge.
Yeah.
We
I
could
mean,
check it out during the day, maybe even. Just watch out for the spot that I trapped.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder why they killed the fancy one.
Probably because they thought you were going to capture him and try to question him.
Maybe to be mean to you?
Well, I'm assuming they needed the blood to call the thing.
No, this was before that. This was when we were fighting them.
Oh.
They took the shark tooth necklace off of the one that I misted. The one that I cut to.
Maybe they were afraid that.
I'm just
Maybe that's
curious what
special
the shark
somehow.
tooth was, or maybe it's just a dog tag.
Maybe they're afraid the big bad dude would have done to them what they did to their friend.
But let it be known that maybe next time we encounter them, we'll maybe grab their shark tooth. Probably their holy symbol, I would assume, maybe, or
Makes
an
sense.
object. But perhaps it will bear more clues if we get stuck. But we need to figure out how to get down to that area. Maybe investigate out there.
Down the
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Yeah, can't.
Down water.
I wonder.
It's also worth maybe.
Where did you say this path was?
Just
By the
behind the
dye?
dye works.
The dye works. The dye works. Didn't somebody get in trouble for smuggling?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Well,
He smuggled
said
some
he told you
mushrooms.
guys it was accidental.
Yeah, believe him.
He was pretty scared.
Maybe we should check to see who owns the dye works now. Maybe somebody wanted them out of the way so that they could move in.
Yeah, it could
That's
be.
true.
Can
You're really good
Donna
at conspiracies.
Oh, they're my favorite thing.
Can Quinn breathe underwater? He can, right?
Well, he couldn't.
no.
He was inside that water elemental.
Yeah.
He can't? I thought he could. He just has a swim speed, not water breathing?
Yeah, he can hold his breath for an hour.
Oh,
But
okay.
We also
can't
determined-
breathe underwater. Yeah.
Okay.
He could also turn into a fish.
Yes.
Sure. Well, I was thinking is if you said that the blue flash came from like 100 yards or so offshore, maybe Quinn can swim out and just see if there's anything out there.
Maybe.
I can
when it's
also-
daytime and calm.
I can also give people 10 minutes of underwater breathing and swim speed.
Okay.
That's cool.
So
I
we could
never-
send a couple people. We could send everybody, but then I'd be
And
not
Quinn
as
can
useful
actually-
later on if we found anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Donna Quinn could turn into a fish. And
I mean, he can swim anyway, is what.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that would allow him to breathe.
Right, but if he can
he-
hold his breath for an hour,
He doesn't have a
fine.
swim speed.
He doesn't?
No.
Oh.
No, he just likes water.
Yeah, he can hold his breath for up to an hour, but he doesn't have a swim speed.
I thought he had a swim speed.
Which means he has to rely on his athletics to fight the tides and everything, technically, which isn't very good. But he
So
could
he
just wander along the bottom for an hour.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
Turn
Or
into a
turn-
fish.
Or turn
Yeah,
into a
he could
fish.
turn into.
Get eaten by a big fish.
Turn into a shark. Get eaten by a even bigger shark.
By that eel.
By that eel, yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
it'd be great if we could all get down there and look at maybe what it was. Maybe I don't know what it was, but
Yeah,
there's
I
something
know
down there. I'm sure.
there's a spell that can let everybody breathe underwater, but I just don't know it.
Why?
Because I can't buy level 3 spells.
Level 3, I don't know it. Till...
It's level 3.
Oh man, boy, do I feel experienced from today, though.
Yeah, man, this is a long day.
Wow, so much. So much fighting.
And so much, like, interesting developments in all
We
of...
had like 6
Yeah.
or 7 encounters today.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
I feel it.
But I
Me
wouldn't
too.
mind taking this straight to the Sekolah sons of bitches. And give them what they rightly deserve.
Well,
Yeah, we also have to check out the other portals too.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we have what's her
And we've also
pickle?
got the fucking
Zinda,
bones of a dragon.
ZZ
Yeah.
girl trying to get to Omu.
Yeah, Zendala. Well, I feel like we're probably just gonna run into her.
I think our best, like, do what we need to do in port, and as we're getting ready to, get ready to go somewhere, try one of the portals. That way, we're ready if we can't get back. Like, we all go through one of them.
We
If we
just
can
have-
get back, great, but that way we're ready in case we can't. It's a one-way trip, like the last time.
Yeah.
We just have no idea where it's going to send us. So, or how
Nope.
far
But
away
the
it
thing is we have stuff to do all over the place. So I feel like whatever direction it throws us will either be coming back or take care of what's there.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different.
Let's
ways it
randomly
could
go
go.
somewhere and just hope that we can deal with it.
Whatever is on the menu, we'll just hop through and be like, okay, what's here? Yes, this and this
We
and this.
get
Let's
it.
do it.
Well, finding out what they are, I feel like is. I
Sounds
feel like it's
rather reckless.
well, but I feel
I'll do
like
it.
leaving them here is dangerous. Just leaving that open, anybody can come through. Nobody stopped us. You know what I mean?
We went through the one, I know that, and then we came back through it. So it
Right, but
left
that's
door
and
open.
it's possible we can do that, but it's possible we can't. So if we are going to check out where they lead, we have to assume we're not coming back. Is the thing.
Well, let's send your little birdie through then, because we don't know if it's even on a ground or above lava or.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable leaving here without knowing where those two connect to. Maybe that's just me, and as a group, obviously, if we decide we don't want to check them out, then that's perfectly legitimate.
I just know that going blindly, yeah, we could probably deal with a lot, but it just it might set us weeks back by sending us to the far end of the island, and then we have to get to the other end.
It's a.
But that's what I mean. Like
we're not 100% certain we can even get back to the portal. Just because it's open doesn't mean we can reach the portal.
Well, I'm not saying don't send a scout through, but what I'm saying is we had things to hit on. There's only like one section of the island that we don't.
It's a peninsula.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And the other thing is how are we going to recognize where we are? We might not be able to recognize where we are. So we will be completely, like, if we're underground, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we won't have a clue where we are.
But that's why we go there and we explore it and look around and figure it out from being there.
Unless, of course, we have a really good landmark. That might help.
Like, I have a good map of Chult, so if we are outside, it's a chance, if we're in the mountains.
You also
or if
have
we're
me.
Sure.
I mean, I've been around a lot of it, at least, the more central parts.
Yeah.
Of this place, and not a terrible chance that I'd be able to recognize at least roughly where we are.
Yeah. I don't know. It's something to think about. Obviously, we have things to do in port, so it's not an immediate one. But next time we leave, we're gonna be gone for a long time. So if we don't do it now, it's not getting done.
Until we find a random portal.
I'd rather direct ourselves towards something.
Right, my hope is that we can come back through. I'm just saying, if we choose to do it, we need to prepare for the fact that we might not be able to.
Sure. Well, we do have to, I think that's a wise decision. I do know we have to spend a couple days in the port, so I think it's something we should all think about as we rest up and get some of our port things done.
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to discuss what to do tomorrow? I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, let's all get some rest and then wake up, eat some breakfast, and then figure out what we want to do.
Blackwin, what's that word you say if the mean people show up in the sleep again?
Oh, Yig. I gotta look it up. Yig Ratskin.
Yig Ratskin. Okay.
Yeah, eat rat skin.
Eat rat skin. Eat rat skin.
I think I pronounce it different every fucking time.
Yaga
Ratskin.
How hard is that to pronounce, guys?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's so clear.
It's pronounced exactly the way it's spelled.
Yeah, it's phonetic.
Iga Rax. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to say
Iga
yig or ig.
Or is it
Okay.
is it just ga? Is the Y silent?
Iga,
Is it ga Raxic?
Iggy,
Iggy Pop.
Ig,
Well-
Ig, Raxig. Ig, Yak, Raxig.
Well,
Razig.
the way that
As well
I
as the
pronounced
X
it when I read
D.
it was Iga Raxing.
Is the X a Z? X
No.
can be Z quite often.
No.
Iga Razig. That one actually is easy to pronounce. Iga
Razig.
Razig. I like that
My
one.
brain's just going on and off.
The
with
la-
a strobe light.
Well, no, because every time you say it wrong, it doesn't work, right? So.
That's true.
Iga Razig.
Oh,
That
boy.
works. Iga Razik, I like that. Iga Razik, sure.
Iga Raxic.
Well, an eventful day one back in port, for sure. Cleaned out a vampire lair, got attacked by Sekolah, learned all sorts of things, turned in quests, have a plan to meet with Xanthi. Hopefully that'll come to fruition soon. But for now, it is
Yeah, that's
past
basically what
curfew,
we
and you
know.
guys are pretty tapped and hurt. You guys gonna head down for some well-earned sleep? Start fresh in the morning.
I sleep with my light.
All right.
Before we go to bed, can we identify the hammer?
Oh, sure. It is a. Where is it? Who's got it? I don't even know.
Probably Donaquin.
I feel like it's Quillen.
The mace?
Yeah.
We didn't stick it in the bag of holding?
We might have.
Did
Oh,
we?
you know, it probably is. It's probably on Jonah's sheet in the bag.
Yes, I have a mace. Do you want me to just put it in the party sheet or just?
No, I'll just identify it in your sheet, and then we can see what it does. Now, where is it? Is it just under? It's just called mace.
It's just called mace, bag of holding.
Couldn't be like exquisite mace or anything. No.
It's a
It is a flanged mace made of dark black metal fixed to a brass and copper handle. Otherwise, it is unadorned but of considerable quality. It is a mace of smiting. It is a +1 weapon. So you get +1 to attack and damage rolls with this magic weapon. The bonus increases to +3 when you are standing in bathwater. No, when you use the mace. The bonus increases to a +3 if you use the mace to attack a construct. When you roll a 20 on an attack roll with this weapon, target takes an extra 2d6 bludgeoning damage, or 4d6 damage if it is a construct. If it is a construct and it has 25 hit points or fewer after taking this damage, it is destroyed outright.
Wow.
So it's like a Vorpal sword, but for constructs.
It's kind of plain looking, but that's what it looks like.
just in case. Just in case Gerald gets out of line.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, so it'll be good against the clockwork dudes.
That's
So
true.
Yeah.
the way I read that is, if you do the crit for the extra damage and they're at 25 or less after taking the crit, they destroyed. Not just after taking any damage with it.
Yeah.
So the crit does extra damage and then also outright destroys it if they're under 25.
Yeah.
Which is actually really
Who wants
good.
it?
God, it would suck if you crit it down to 26.
Yeah.
I can't use maces. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hold on to it. I mean, I think I.
Does it require attunement? I didn't look.
Your warning one. You don't actually have to have it equipped to work.
I know. I'm
Okay.
I think your Warhammer does a higher dice
It
damage.
does,
I think.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put it in the inventory for you anyway.
If you're against constructs or
But
something, this is great.
it's a base +1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that probably averages out between a 1d6 and a 1d8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it does.
and it's more accurate, right?
And
so-
it ups
And
your
more
hit
accurate,
chance.
And you still get the at least 2d6 extra bludgeoning when you crit on everything,
And
Yeah.
you crit easier.
and you crit
when you got
easier.
it going.
Well, this one isn't
No.
extra damage on a crit. You have to roll a 20 specifically.
Ah,
So technically, for most people, that means crit, but the extra range doesn't trigger this ability technically.
gotcha.
I mean, yeah. If no one else wants it, I'll take it. Who knows? Maybe I'll dual wheel.
And it does not require attunement.
Oh shit! All right.
Hey.
Then I mean, even
So
more.
if
reason
someone
to
else
take it.
needs it in battle, you can just toss it to
Toss it
someone.
to him.
Yeah, if somebody wants it.
You should give it to
Awesome.
Gerald.
Does
Can
Gerald have
Gerald?
weapon?
Stares at it.
Does Gerald have weapon
Gerald doesn't have
proficiencies?
hands?
He needs
Well, that
proficiency
seems
anyways.
like an oversight on the constructor's part.
Gerald's thing isn't working.
That's because he's
Because we
dead.
I think it's because we took him out of the combat tracker. I think.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. He's dead.
I don't believe he has any weapon proficiencies, though. No. And he also, I mean, he has hands, but
Yeah.
he has no proficiency.
Without
So,
proficiency, it's not very good.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because he'd only have his strength as a plus, not his proficiency.
Got
he'd
it.
have a
So
plus
we should
wounds,
give it to
plus
your
one.
bird, and your bird could just drop it on people.
My bird.
Your
can't
bird.
pick it up.
I was gonna say I don't think your bird could carry it.
No. She is a weak little owl. He is a weak little owl.
All right. Well, as you guys settle down for a nap and go back to your rooms, identify the mace, and
Gerald.
we'll deal with any sort of bandaging of wounds and everything, the actual rest, in a bit,
Never
or
leave me alone, Gerald.
next session. Remind me, who's rooming with who?
Me and Aelin.
Quellen and Donaquin are together, the newbies, right?
Yeah.
And then Blackwind and Jonah, Archie and Aelin?
Yep. Yagaraxic.
Quellen, as you enter the room, Donaquin is lying, is kind of curled up in his shell, snoring away. You've got your armor off and you're kind of stretching out your wings and stuff, getting ready for bed. You get a strange sensation, kind of just prickles at the back of your neck. Looking over at the window leading out into the rain-soaked night, there is a crack of lightning suddenly, and it illuminates just for a moment. You see across the way, on a low rooftop looking at the inn, you see what looks to you like a woman in a tattered dress, crouched with her hands on her knees, staring up at the window. She's got long, stringy black hair that goes down to about halfway, and as she looks up in the glint of the lightning strike, you see her. She's got kind of these bony, spindly arms. Her eyes reflect the light, and you see they look to you strangely like two solid gold coins. And then a moment later, you kind of blink, and she's not there. We'll figure out that, or if anything else happens tonight, next time when we play.
Quillen's really gonna hate cities.
This town is fucking crazy.
To be fair, that happens outside of the city too, but mostly in the dreams.
Is this a thing that everybody does this happen in cities?
Like, you know what? I mean, I was excited to come here, but this has not been. It's like the tourist that's like really excited to go to like a European city because they think like, oh man, Paris is like it's a opulent paradise, and then you get there, it's like, yeah, that's like a tiny part of it. The rest of it's probably kind of shitty. Yeah.
The rest of it is like every other city.
If you look at it this
Shitting
way,
on the
this is
sidewalk.
the postcard vision.
Yeah.
And angle, and then this is the toilet side.
Well, we'll find out next session what else may occur here in the port and elsewhere when we play again. So we'll end here. we'll do our little wrap up. So why don't we start this time with Brad? You never go first.
Good stuff. We got through basically kind of, what we said we were going to do at the end of last session. We hit up, and all kind of before the break too. We were like,
Yeah,
we're going to go here, we're going to go there, we're going to go there, and at each place, had a decent amount of conversation and everything, and yeah, and the fight was fun, and inspiration to Blackwind for sure for
Blackwood's
maybe
Out of my
tracking.
He's
Yeah,
back, so.
and there was
I didn't even need to use any.
Your Mac. I used all my inspiration tonight.
this was the definition of just like tapped out, like in so many different ways. I was really scared for Liz with friggin' like diminished max hit points and everything. I was like, please let her get out of the thing so that I can carry her away. But yeah, no, it's fun stuff.
Cool. Andre?
Agreed. Yeah, good pace through everything that we need to do. Great RP. The combat was a lot of fun. Tense, even though it went pretty quick and we handled it pretty well. It was still had some sweaty moments. Learning about Zendala and her activities and how we just can't get rid of her. I'm looking forward to it. I would say inspiration to Archie for her handling of the whole map transaction business with the illusion map and being able to upsell her own kind of
Yeah, that was great.
ingratiate
additional
herself with
information,
Title Tome.
like how she gave the extra information that he could sell.
Cool.
And giving a reason for Zendala to maybe be someone who's not wanted so much anymore in the port, depending on where his accusations go.
Cool. Liz?
I thought I was dead. I had 2 hit points. I was sure that I was. If I hadn't rolled to get out, I mean, clearly I would have been trouble. So that was having reduced hit points as a mage who already has no hit points is terrifying.
Feels like you're level 2 again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Level 1 for us.
Level 1.
Yeah. No, I don't like it at all. And just not being mage armor being down, and everything was just bad. So that was really scary. Zendala sucks. Can't believe she did that. Except I really want to find her now. But yeah, everything was fun. Other than almost dying, that was really scary. So can I inspiration Brad for flying me out of there? Because you saved my life. And you used your whole everything to get me out of there, which is much appreciated.
Yeah.
Very in character.
I can't believe I freaking
landed by Don.
all I was
The
thinking
moment
about was
you chose that, well, initially you landed next to Blackwood, and I was like, okay, I'll just hit them both, and then you're like, nah, I'm gonna land up here. I'm like, right next to Donovan. Okay.
well, I didn't even occur to me that he would be able to do it again.
Well, to be fair, it was a recharge, so I got lucky on the recharge roll,
But it should have occurred to me that, because I didn't know that it was a recharge thing.
Yeah,
You know,
I assumed
I wasn't even thinking about it. It was just okay, he's gonna start attacking now. That's what it's gonna do, right? Like I don't know. It was dumb.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, excited to see with the hags, and maybe I'll get to spend some money eventually.
Someday.
Someday.
All right, John, what about you?
Yeah, I thought it was a good session. We got a lot done. Yep. Don't like the bath.
Do more
But yeah,
bath.
it was good fun fight. I like that Blackman was able to track somebody in the city. That's always fun.
That was cool.
Got another. We got a lot of leads to do, so it'll be interesting to see what everybody wants to do.
Yeah. Cool. Last but not least, Ryan.
I enjoyed. It felt really good just vaporizing a few of those Sekolah guys. I'm not gonna lie, it felt really good. I don't like them. They're jerks. and Blackwind really liked it. I want to give inspiration to Jonah for helping me with the intelligence gathering with the spell casting, so he was able to.
Anytime, buddy.
Assist in the plan that made it so much easier and less worrisome. So
yeah,
because otherwise I probably wouldn't have went down.
It would have been a lot harder to get down there and not be noticed, right? Just trying to stay close enough to see them in the dark without giving yourself away, but being invisible. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was a pretty smooth city session too. Like I say, we bounced it, like everybody said, through everything and didn't linger in anything overly long, or too long. Like we were able to get what we did, and then boom, we're on to the next one. So
yeah,
yeah. I don't think I really have. It's more intrigue again. Like it's intrigue is going extra, and I forgot to add my +5 extra damage on my crits. So I would have did more.
That's right. With your glaive, that's right.
Dang.
Yeah. Bloodfall.
You were doing so much
I know.
damage.
I know.
Holy.
Everything is rolling so good for me right now. It's just like, when is it going to collapse?
Yeah, when does it? Yeah, there's got to be an end to this gravy train. Yeah. For me, it was good. It kind of went mostly how I thought. I wasn't sure what order you were going to tackle things in exactly. I was telling Andre a little bit before the session. I'm like, I didn't really know what exactly to prepare. I did figure out like a combat and say, okay, well maybe this will come out because I don't know where they'll be. If they'll be like around one of those fountain squares, if it'll be after dark or whatever, or at a time when it could feasibly happen. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to have that ready, and lo and behold, it worked out perfectly because you went to the bath and then walked down there after hours. So I thought it was the thing that I really liked personally about it, just because I like doing this sometimes, is essentially not redoing a fight, but having a similar fight, a little bit more guys this time, but using the same stat blocks as the last time you fought these guys, like some Reavers, a Water Shaper, Water Elemental. Because when you were in the bathhouse, like that was like, I mean, yes, this could have gone really badly, and it was still a bit of a challenge, the Water Elemental, but it's just, yeah, the way you blenderize those guys, when last time you fought them, you were like level 2 or 3, and it was a lot. You didn't have multi-attack yet, and it wasn't as crazy. You didn't have...
So this fight was the exact same for me, as if I was level 2.
Didn't have any spells, didn't have mage armor up.
Yeah, I was
I didn't... You know what I realized afterwards, like, I knew I was... Like, I whelmed you or whatever, and I was like, oh, shit, yeah, she's got lower hit points. Like, I knew that was always going to be a concern. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, you know, if she's whelmed and only has 18 max hit points... This Water Elemental, if he rolled max damage and you were really low, he could kill you outright because you'd go to negative max hit points. I was like, shit, I didn't think of that. Oh well, you survived. I knew you'd handle it. I have faith in you guys. Every time I think someone's gonna die, well, not every time, sorry, Brad, but almost every time I think someone might die in this fight, the players always amaze me how resilient and how quickly you guys can turn things around, even when you're partially tapped out. And it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to kill players in 5th edition. It's just it's hard to.
You came real
without being
close.
totally unfair. It's hard to kill players. But.
I had 2 hit points, and there was nothing I could do.
Yeah, and if you hadn't given us that short rest, then I would have been in much worse shape.
I wouldn't have been.
Plus, the temp hit points from the bath helped a lot.
Yeah.
For those of
Kept
you
you alive. Gold, well worth it.
Yeah, 1 gold for that. That was worth it for sure. All right. Anyways, we'll wrap up here. So that's where we'll end tonight's session. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Magic Mythal Tomb of Annihilation. We do live stream nearly every Sunday at 4 p.m. and they're also posted up on YouTube, our weekly sessions. If you enjoy spending this time or watching, give us a follow and turn on notifications. You'll see when we go live. Thanks again, and thank you again to all of my players. And until next time, have a good night.